Shavua Tov, Agutavach. Thanks for tuning in to the Kehillat Shari Torah daily Halacha review and Sefirah to Omer count for Sunday, May 9th. First of all, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And we should note that today is the 42nd day of the Omer, day 42 of counting the Omer. Hayom, Shnayim v'Arba'im Yom, Shehem Shisha, Shavuot LaOmer. We are at 6 weeks of the Omer, 1 week to go. A week from tonight, Mirz Hashem, will be the holiday of Shavuos, Haba Aleinu Latova. Let's first look at our acquiring Torah point for the day. Shoel u'meishiv, which literally means question and answer. So a couple of points included in here. Tiferes Yisrael, one of the commentaries in the Mishnah, explains that the Torah should be learned by means of questions and answers. Questions and answers, not simply by gathering information. If you do it in a question and answer method, the words of Torah become ingrained in us in a more profound way. Medrash Shmuel has a different wording here, which reads Shoel Ke'inyan, which means that while learning a topic, a person should focus on that topic, not get distracted with one's attention straying to other topics. Very challenging thing to do. We learn many things about how we should approach Torah learning from this method and the way the Torah was given on Mount Sinai, which we're celebrating and reliving in a week's time. The sages say that when God spoke the words of Torah at that time, each word expanded and filled the entire universe. You can look it up. It's a statement in a Tractate Shabbat, in the Gemara Tractate Shabbat, page 88, side B. So at that point, Hashem had to bring a specially dedicated wind that sort of blew away the first word, cleared it out, in order there be room for the second word to exist, and so on. Rav Yitzchak Hutner, who was a prominent Rosh Hashiva of the last generation, derives from here a valuable lesson in how Torah should be learned. While studying a subject, a person's mind and their very essence, being, should be totally enveloped and overtaken by it to the point that anything else, even other topics within Torah, should be, what's the wording there? Cease to exist. A pretty strong attitude, pretty high level of focus and concentration in our highly distractible age. Nevertheless, we strive for nothing but the best. We spoke about yesterday, or Erev Shabbos, about not preparing things on the first day of Yom Tov for the second day of Yom Tov, or certainly on second day Yom Tov for days to come. Even something that's not actual work, like bringing in water or even wine for Kiddush and Havdalah, is forbidden if it's for the next day. You're also not allowed to put the candles in the candlesticks or prepare the wicks and the lamps on the first day of Yom Tov on Yom Tov itself. You can do it before. But you shouldn't prepare on the first day of Yom Tov for the second night unless they're also needed for that night, or if they're lit in the synagogue. You know what? One more. If a non-Jewish person brings fish or fruit on the first day of Yom Tov and there's a reason to suspect that the fish were caught or the fruit was picked on that day or brought in from beyond the city limits, the Tchum Shabbos, you're not supposed to handle them on that day. On the evening of the second night of Yom Tov, you're allowed to use them. So if the non-Jew knows you and gives them to you without quoting a price, you can take them and eat them, except on Rosh Hashanah, when even if they were bought on the first day, they're forbidden on the second day as well, owing to the laws of Noland and such that are discussed in Tractate Be'ah. One of these days we will learn that one also. In the meantime, have a good day and a good week, and we will continue counting the days up until Shavuot. Happy Mother's Day.